Soccer is more than just a game. It is a language spoken by billions of people all over the planet. You can see it played in the biggest stadiums in the world, with thousands of fans cheering for their favorite teams. You can also see it played on dusty streets in small villages, where children kick a makeshift ball between two rocks that serve as goals. This simple game of kicking a ball into a net has a power that connects people from different countries, connects people from different cultures, connects people from different backgrounds. It brings joy, excitement, and sometimes even sadness, but it always brings people together. Its story is the story of how a simple pastime grew into the world's most beloved sport. The appeal of soccer is easy to understand. The story of soccer begins long before the modern game we watch today. It starts in ancient civilizations where people first discovered the joy of kicking a ball. One of the earliest known forms of a ball game comes from China, more than 2,000 years ago. This game was called kuju, which means kickball. It was played with a leather ball stuffed with feathers or hair. The goal was to kick the ball through an opening in a silk net stretched between two poles. Kuju was not just for fun, it was also used as a form of military training to keep soldiers fit and disciplined. At the same time, other cultures around the world were playing their own versions of ball games. In ancient Greece, they played a game called episkiros, which involved two teams trying to throw a ball over the heads of the other team and across a line. The Romans later adapted this game and called it harpastum. This was a much rougher game, almost like a mix of soccer and rugby. During the Middle Ages in Europe, ball games became very popular, especially in England and France. These were not the organized games we know today. They were wild, chaotic events known as mob football. Entire villages would play against each other with hundreds of people on each team. The goal was to get an inflated pig's bladder to a specific landmark in the opposing village, such as the church door. The playing field could be miles long, covering fields, streams and streets. There were very few rules, and the games were often violent. Players could kick. The 19th century was a time of great change in Britain, and this change also affected the game of football. The game was extremely popular in the elite public schools. Eton Harrow Rugby, however, there was a big problem. Each school played by its own rules. When students from different schools tried to play together, they would argue about how the game should be played. Some schools allowed players to carry the ball and tackle opponents. Other schools, like Eton, preferred a game focused on kicking the ball and skillful dribbling. This made proper matches between schools impossible. The need for a single universal set of rules became clear. In October 1863, a historic meeting took place at the Freemasons' Tavern in London.